So, here are some examples to show you how to multiply two numbers that have powers. What happens when you multiply numbers with powers? I'm going to show you an algebraic example first before I move on to these plain number examples. It's very quick here. If you got a number to the power x times that same number to the power y this time, then the answer is going to be that same number again, a, to the power x plus y. So basically, if you multiply two things together, so they've got to have the same number, but you can have different powers, or even the same powers, then the answer has the same base number, we call it, at the bottom, but the powers are added. Now, if you don't get that, let's show you a nice simple example with the plain numbers. You got 7 to the power 2 times 7 to the power 3. So you got 7 there and 7 there. You've got to have the same base number. You've got powers, and the thing the power is done to is called the base. So the base is 7, the base is 7 over there as well. So 7 to the power 2 times 7 to the power 3 is 7 to the power 2 plus 3. Very simple rule. When you multiply two things that have powers, you add the powers. So, as you can see, it's got 7 to the power 2 plus 3, which is 7 to the power 5. Simple as that. Let's do a more complicated example. This time you've got more things with powers, you've got more letters, you've got even numbers that don't have powers. So what happens? We're multiplying still, so we're still going to use the same rule as we explained here and there. So let's get on with it. But before I do, I'm going to use a certain trick, you see, and I'm going to explain why you can use that trick. Notice that everything here is multiplying. This is 8 times x squared times y to the power 9. Hopefully you realize that already, even though it doesn't actually say times there, it means times. So this is that all these things are timesing together. Now when you're multiplying things together, okay, and it's just multiplying, you can actually change the order and it will have the same answer. So that's the trick we're allowed to use. So for example, if I had 1 times 2 times 3, that's the same as 3 times 2 times 1. Or 2 times 3 times 1. It doesn't matter which order I say those three numbers are multiplying. It doesn't matter in which order I multiply those numbers, I will still get the same answer. So over here, I can use the same trick. I can multiply these things in a different order that will help me simplify it. For example, if I do 8 times x squared, I can't really simplify it in any way. But if I do 8 times 2 instead, because I'm allowed to change the order, I can simplify it to 16. So, let's do that. I'm going to multiply the numbers together, I'm going to multiply the x's together, because if I multiply the x's together, even though they've got different powers, they've got the same base x, I can use this trick. But because x and y don't have the same base, I can't really multiply them together to use this trick, because they've got different bases. This is base x, base y. Anyway, so 8 times 2, you can see over there, is 16. Multiplying the x's together, so go x squared times x to the power 6, that's x to the power 8, as you can see there. And multiplying the y's together, so y to the power 9 times y to the power 4, as you can see there, is y to the power 13, because 9 plus 4 is 13. So basically, 8x squared y to the power 9 times 2x to the power 6 y to the power 4 is equal to 16x to the power 8 y to the power 13.